Hello, Gibster here, and today we have the Scarlet and Violet Black Bolt and White Flare poster collections. Now, part of the black and white split set, which is our 10.5 set for Scarlet and Violet, our last Scarlet and Violet set, we have the poster collections. Now, they've been doing poster collections quite a lot, and I am planning to do a poster collection battle. 151 versus Prismatic versus Black Bolt and White Flare. So that will be coming up on the channel. But today we have the poster collections, and I have two of them to open here. So we're going to have 2 packs of Black Bolt, 2 packs of White Flare, and we can have a look. This box was kind of damaged, so this is definitely getting opened up. But I have 3 of these. I'll open 2 of these today, and then we'll save one for that poster collection battle video. I'm actually quite enjoying White Flare. The good pull rates, it's kind of on Crown Zenith pull rates, so I think we're going to be doing a Black Bolt and White Flare versus Crown Zenith video at some point. Probably be 5 packs of Black Bolt, 5 packs of White Flare versus 10 packs of Crown Zenith. So technically a little 2v1, but do you count them as different sets? I don't really count them as different sets. I count them as one set, sort of, but it's kind of cool. Right, we should get into our promos. So this is our Cosmic, not even Cosmic Hollow, it's the lined Black Bolt, black and white hollow pattern for Tepig. Very nice, not Black Star promos, these are just taking out the set and giving the hollow pattern. But pretty cool, and whenever you get starters, it's very, very good. Starters are very, very popular, obviously, because it's the first Pokemon you get in the games, and you have them all the way through pretty much. They're pretty decent, most of them as well, so they do hold a lot of nostalgia for people. But here we have the Oshawott, the black, not very liney, this one. This one's more hollowy. It's not actually lined like the Tepig. If I just see the Tepig one, you can see the lines a lot, but this Oshawott one, not really. Great artwork though for that Oshawott. I do like Oshawott. And then Snivy, which is kind of in the middle. So one's very liney, one's not very liney. And this one's half and half, but very cool. Not really the biggest fan of black and white. I do think it's kind of weird they chose to do a Unova based set for the last set of Scarlet and Violet. Why didn't they do this for Scarlet and Violet? Could have had illustration rares for all the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. It just kind of doesn't make sense to me. But we shall have a look at our poster. Oh no, this poster looks massive as well. It is, yeah, it is massive. It is the prismatic sized poster. Look at it. It is absolutely huge. But I think it's like the posters. Yeah, it's just going to be the artworks of the actual set. I can't really do it all the way because my setup doesn't let me. So I'll do it a little bit out. I can't do it a little bit out, but I'm guessing it's the artworks on the set. But I'll put a little image of the actual poster up because we can't undo it. And then it's like 151. It has all the artworks of the whole set in the back. I think these are the base artworks, not the actual illustration rare artworks. Would have been cool if they'd done all the illustration rare artworks, but yeah, that poster is just way too big to open up fully on screen. But then we do get 2 packs of White Flare and 2 packs of Black Bolt. So pretty decent. I think these are going for around the £26 mark. I got mine for 27, 2 for 27 and 1 for 26, so not too bad, but I'll try and keep them into what they actually came out, and then we can have a kind of a look, see how the pull rates are on these, because they are kind of cheaper, and it's not like a specific, like the ETBs. You only get one set in the ETBs, which is about £60 now, which I think at the moment is kind of the cheapest product to buy for just the pack prices. But these could be interesting because you get both sets. That's the thing. You do only get 2 packs, but you got 4 packs, but you get 2 packs of each set. So It's good if you want both of them. If you want one, then it's probably better to go for the ETBs. But again, we have the same promos. We'll just pop these into sleeves quickly. You don't have to have a little proper look at these, because we have had a look. Yeah, these could be interesting, especially if they go down to about £24. I think this will probably be the best product open to get just both sets. But at the moment, the best thing for pack prices is actually the ETBs. And the ETBs are going down a bit. White Flare seems to be a bit cheaper than Black Bolt. It seems to be like £2 cheaper sometimes. Like the ETBs, I see White Flare ETBs for about 58. I see the Black Bolt ones for about 60, 61. So I think White Flare is a bit cheaper. But we'll be doing another video where we'll have 5 packs of each, and I'll just go through my top 10 cards that I like in each set. So we have 5 packs of White Flare and a top 10, and then 5 packs of Black Bolt and a top 10. So we'll be looking at it, but we have our poster collections broken down, and we shall get into the packs. We'll just go 1, 1, 1, 1. Makes it a lot easier. But Black Bolt, we're not doing pricings at the moment. I want to give it another week or two for the prices to actually stabilize before we start looking at prices, because as we know, every new set, the card prices are ridiculously expensive on the first month of release. Got one from the back. Guess Energy, Leaf Energy, Metal Energy, Metal Energy, Mincino, Timber, Petalil, Antique Cover Fossil, Ends Plan, Escavalier, Electric, ooh, Pokeball Moona, so that is a hit, very, very cool. Reverse Hollow Dwebble, ooh, double hit pack with a Genesect EX. I was looking the other day, isn't this Genesect a little bit more expensive than the others? Might be playable, I'm not too sure. I haven't actually looked at the price lists, as I said. I don't look at the price lists for, well, I do look at the start, but then I kind of let them settle down, because you can see a 50% decrease in most cards once it comes out. To a month later, you normally see about a 50% decrease on most of the cards. But here we go, first pack of White Flare code card. 1 from the back, Guess Energy, Fire Energy, another Metal Energy, Basculin, Tepig, Woobat, Scraggy, Archon, Ferrothorn, Garbodor, Reverse Hollow Lillipup, Reverse Hollow Ferroseed, into a Hollow Emboar. Yeah, I do like these sets, or set. There's got to be sets because it's our first split sets, but I count them as one set pretty much. Code card. I do like them. They have a very, very, very good pull rate. 1 from the back. I think the illustration rare pull rate's about 1 in 4, 1 in 5, so not very, very good to be fair. But Guess Energy, Fire Energy. I just don't know why they did Gen 5 for the last Scarlet and Violet set. I would have thought they would have done Scarlet and Violet, but maybe they're just trying out, and then we might get every special set from now on might be a Gen specific set, which could be very interesting and also very bad for like Gen 2, Gen 3. They'll be very, very, very popular, like 151, and then we could see a 151 sort of problem again. Psychic Energy, Scraggy, Basculin, Pansear, Shelmet, Druddigon, Mienshao, Galvantula. Ooh, another Pokeball Terrakion. Reverse Hollow Stoutland, into a Hollow Chandelure. But another Pokeball, another hit, technically. I think these will probably go like Prismatic Evolution sort of prices for the Pokeballs and the Master Balls. I think they're extremely common, so the prices are going to go down a ton. They'll be like, Pokeballs will probably be around the £1, £2 mark if it's a popular Pokemon. Master Balls around the £8 to £12 mark, depending on what it is, code card. Yeah, I don't think they will be high priced very, very long. 1 from the back, Guess Energy, Leaf Energy, Psychic Energy, P-Dove, Carablast, Golett, Ponyard, Litigant, Reuniclus, Pheasant. That's a very nice illustration rare, one of my favourites. Reverse Holo Professor's Research. Oh, we hit a Simisage illustration rare out of Black Bolt. Very, very nice. It's kind of an okay artwork. I think the Simis are actually one of the least popular Pokemon. I think it was a vote. Simisear was the least popular Pokemon of all time. It's quite funny, but I do like the Pan's illustration rares. I like all three of them. The first stage, they're very, very cool. But behind that we have a Holo Caracosta. There we go, illustration rare. Very, very nice. So we've opened 4 packs and we have an illustration rare. So 1 in 4 seems very likely. But here we go. Black Bolt. I think, what is my favourite set? I don't know. That's why I'm going to do this deep dive sort of top 10 for each set, and then I'll combine them, and then we can see which one is actually my favourite set. I think there's more artworks I like in Black Bolt, but in White Flare there's more artworks I really, really want from White Flare. Like, my special illustration rare chase card is actually out of White Flare. It's the Hydreigon. That is my special illustration rare chase card from both of these sets. But yeah, very, very, very hard to pick like a top 10 because there are so many artworks and there's so many great ones. But Gusty Energy, Lightning Energy, do get half a hit with our Holo Dark Energy, Pansage, Solosis, Whirlipede, Fracture, Electric, Litigant, Alalamola. Did I say that right? I always struggle with that one. Reverse Holo Simisage. Ooh, we hit another illustration rare. Illustration rare Axew. Very, very nice. Axew obviously being the pseudo legendary of the Black and White era. I think Hydreigon kind of fits into that slot as well, but I think Axew is like the pseudo legendary. Very, very cool. Do like the Axew line. And behind that we have another Holo Caracosta. So both the illustration rares had Caracosta behind them. Interesting. But there we go. Illustration rare Axew. There's just so many. It's 156 cards are either special illustration rare or illustration rare, which is ridiculous. Every single Pokemon has an illustration rare or special illustration rare, which is very, 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 very cool. And as I said, if they do that for each generation, we could be in trouble, especially Gen 2 and Gen 3, which are my favourites co-card. I do like Gen 4 as well. I do like Gen 4. One from the back. Gusty Energy, Metal Energy, Dark Energy, Frillish, Duat, Blitzel, Swalus, Cheron, Stoutland, Archon, Reverse Holo Tepig, Reverse Holo Duat. Ooh, into a Keldeo EX, one I haven't seen yet. But as you can see, Pool is a very, very good. It is a special holiday set, but even for a special holiday set, it is ridiculously good for Pool. So that's why we're going to have Black Bolt and White Flare versus Crown Zenith. Of course, Crown Zenith, amazing pull rate. Absolutely love that set. But I'm going to put them up against each other and see which one comes out on top. Code card. One from the back. Gusty Energy. Come on. Fire Energy. Lightning Energy. Zora. Swaddle. Duat. Ferroseed. Durant. To Scrapper. Mienshao. Reverse Holo Rock'n'Roller. Reverse Holo Simisir. Into a Holo Tornadus. Ooh. One more pack. One pack left. Come on. Get something. Let's get something in our last pack. Code card. The black and white rares are very, very cool. We have actually pulled one. We got the Victini, which is very, very cool, but I'd like to see the Zekrom and the Reshiram, but they are the big cards in both sets, pretty much. Well, they are the big cards in each set by quite a mile at the moment, but Gonna let them prices settle before we do like proper pricing and tops of the list, because in the first week or two they can shift, well, first week to the first month, the cars can shift quite a lot and it's quite hard to keep up. So let them settle a bit and then it's pretty much it. That's how it goes. Gas Energy, Fighting Energy, Light Energy, Solosis, Ordino, Venipede, Emolga, Simisage, Seismitoad. I think that illustration rare is the most expensive out of Black Bolt. Don't know why, but at the moment that is what it is. Seismitoad, Lilligant, ooh, Pokeball, Venipede, very, very nice. Ooh, we hit a special illustration rare Ends Plan. Oh, that's very, very cool. Do we get a triple hit pack? It is very possible. Just miss it. Could have got an EX, could have got a full art there, but we do get a special illustration rare Ends Plan. Very, very nice. There's only one trainer in each set which has a special illustration rare, and Ends Plan is a very, very cool one. Actually, one of the cards I really wanted to pull. Yes, that's brilliant. That is so good. Double hit pack as well to end with a special illustration rare. I'm worried. I think this set might be very addictive to open, and at the price points at the moment, it's about what's about product prices? About $6.50 for White Flare and about $7 to $7.50 for Black Bolt. But if you buy the ETBs for around $60, it comes to about £7 a pack. So about £7 a pack. It could be very dangerous, especially with these pull rates, because it is very, very fun. It reminds me so much of Crown Zenith. But special illustration rare Ends Plan. Doing well on these. We are doing well with Black Bolt or White Flare. We have a special our first special illustration rare, and we pulled the Victini. So doing well, and we haven't opened much either. So very, very interesting. But we'll go through the pulls. Out of our first poster collection, we got a Keldeo EX, an Axew illustration rare, a Munna Pokeball, and a Genesect EX. And out of the second one, we got a Pokeball Terrakion, a Pokeball Venipede, our biggest hit of the day, special illustration rare Ends Plan. Oh, it's actually very nice artwork, do like it. The illustration rare Simisage, and that is it. So we shall go through we'll compare the polls and then we can decide which one was better. But there's the first one, and then quickly rarity order of the thirds. Right, so the first one we got illustration rare, a Pokeball and 2 EXs, and the second one we got a special illustration rare, and 2 Pokeballs. So 4 hits per, decent, but there is a very big difference between rarities. With illustration rare, Pokeball and 2 EXs is a lot less than the special illustration rare, and 2 Pokeballs. So it's going to have to go to the special illustration rare one, but I think even if it got an EX, it would still win. But there we go. And you got to remember, we opened 8 packs. We got 8 hits. That is definitely Crown Zenith pull rates. I reckon it could be possible to do Crown Zenith sort of thing as well, where you have 10 packs and you could get 11, 12, 13 hits. Ridiculous pull rate. And we are definitely doing Black Bolt and White Flare versus Crown Zenith. But there we go. That was the poster collection. Seemed decent, and it's one to keep an eye on, because we are going to get a second wave of products. I think we're getting the text sticker collections and the Victini illustration rare box, which is another 4-pack box split in. But that means people are going to go onto them, and these poster collections are going to come a little bit less wanted as everyone's moving over, so prices may come down. And I think if you can get them for around £24-25, that would be brilliant. These will probably be the best products to get, because you do get the split of both black and white. But that's what I think. What do you think? Do you think these are going to be one of the better products to buy later on, or do you think the mini tins? I do love mini tins, and we do have an order of mini tins coming in. So we'll be opening every design of the mini tins. It's not a sealed display box. I've just got a design of each of the tins, because it works out a lot cheaper than an actual sealed box. But what do you think? Do you think this is going to be one of the best products for Black Bolt and White Flare, or do you think something else is better? Leave it in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.